Fort Ashland's parade field was hallowed ground. Every sunrise, recruits lined up in perfect formation, boots pounding in rhythm. But one morning, the ground struck back. During bayonet drills, Private Knox drove his training blade into the soil, and the steel hit something hard. At first, the drill sergeant barked at him to push through. But then more recruits struck the same patch, blades clanging against something solid just beneath the dirt. That night, a desert storm rolled in, tearing through the base. By morning, the rain had washed away a section of the field. What lay beneath made the recruits choke on their breath. Half buried in the mud was a human skull. The area was locked down instantly. MPs taped off the site, while officers whispered among themselves. Officially, the report read animal remains, but the recruits had seen teeth, jaw, and empty sockets staring from the earth. Whispers spread fast in the barracks. Knox swore he'd seen more than one bone, a femur, a rib, maybe even two skeletons. Command ordered to dig at dawn, but when the troops assembled, the storm had done its work. Half the field had collapsed inward, forming a shallow pit. Inside, tangled bones jutted from the earth like broken branches. Not one body, several. Knox gagged. "Sir, who are they?" No answer came. Sergeant's jaw tightened, eyes locked on the remains. Then the site was cleared, recruits marched away, and the pit was sealed with fresh soil. By the end of the day, the field looked untouched, perfect for drills again, but the questions lingered. Knox couldn't let it go. That night, he slipped back to the pit with a flashlight. The earth was packed smooth, but in the corner, something glinted. He dug with his hands, pulling free a rusted Army dog tag. The name was still legible. PVT, Richard Hale, DOD, 1968. But the base itself had only been built in 1975. Knox staggered back, mud on his hands, cold sweat on his neck. He hurried to the archives, bluffing his way past a clerk. He searched for records on Hale. Nothing. No service file, no casualty report, just silence. When he returned to the barracks, the dog tag was gone. The next morning, recruits lined up on the parade field as always. The sergeant barked commands, boots slammed the earth. But Knox couldn't shake the image of bones beneath his feet. He wasn't alone. Others whispered they felt the ground shift. Some claimed they heard faint knocking from below, like a muffled drum beat keeping time with their cadence. The Army's official report was clear. No remains found, no evidence. But the recruits knew better. Fort Ashland's drill ground was more than training soil. It was a graveyard, and the dead were still keeping step.